What's up, everybody? We will be starting very soon. Welcome in. I'm so excited to see this list. I kind of scrolled through it earlier, and it looks like we're going to have some awesome games. So if you guys are ready, hop out and chat. Let me see you say hello. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome in. Who's excited for Gen Con? I know I am. I have been waiting on this list to come out. Came out a couple of days ago, for those of you who don't know. BGG does a fantastic job for the community in general, but when it comes to the conventions, they try to always do a preview list of all of the games that you can expect to see at them. Just for example, the Origins one came out a couple of weeks ago because Origins will be here in 2 weeks, which I will be going to. The Gen Con one just come out. They do one for PAX Unplugged. They try to do one whenever they can. Now, a little bit of info about these lists. These lists are not 100%. Now, every single game you will see at Gen Con is not going to be on this list. However, this list does a fantastic job of getting us as many of those games as we can right in front of us so that we know what to expect. Some companies don't let BGG know ahead of time what games they're bringing or things like that. I believe the way this is done is they send out surveys to the companies, and the companies get back to them with what games are going to be coming out, things of that nature. But this gives us a very good starting point, a launch pad to see what games we can expect. So let's jump into it. I hope you guys are excited. If there's any games that you either want to know about and I may or may not have some info about, or if there's any games that you just want to shout out that you're excited to see at Gen Con or you're hoping to see at Gen Con, shout it out in the comments, and I'll be sure to talk about those things. And if there is just any questions about Gen Con in general or anything in general you want to ask me about, hit me up in the comments. I will try my best to help you guys as much as I possibly can, answer as many questions as I can. My entire job and goal here is to help you have the best Gen Con possible. Let's get into it. Let's have some fun. All right. And here we go. All right, so let's see what's going on. I see we've got some first-timers and people bringing first-timers to their first Gen Con this year. That's extremely exciting for me because, like, you can call me a little biased here, but I say it every year. My absolute favorite Gen Con goer is newbies. I love newbies. I love talking to new people. I love people who are coming for the first time because you can just see the bug eyes of like, what is happening here? This is so cool. And I love talking to first timers. It's super fun for me. We got a good question about Gen Con. Do you recommend to bring a lot of cash, or do all the vendors take credit cards and other forms of payment? So yes and no to both of those. I know that's a little bit of a weird answer, but so all of the vendors, in my experience, do take some form of other payment, such as Apple Pay, credit cards, things of that nature. But things happen at cons. There have been cons in the past, and maybe not Gen Con, but other conventions I've been to, where the credit card system or the internet at the convention has crashed or something like that, which has caused problems. So I always recommend having some cash on you in an emergency situation. I'm not going to, I try not to tell people exactly my financial situation, but I will give you an example of what I did at Gen Con 2 years ago. My budget was $1,000. I brought $500 in cash, and I used $500 on my credit card. And if something would have happened, which would have made it to where I was not able to use my credit card payment or something like that, then I still would have had half my budget there in cash. So for me personally, depending on your budget, I went half and half, but it's entirely up to you, and that's just me trying to play it safe. It is not absolutely necessary to bring cash. They do take credit card, but I just always personally recommend, you never know what's going to happen, have just a little bit of cash on you, but you also don't want to have so much cash that you feel unsafe. I know carrying around a lot of cash can make people feel uneasy, but I recommend having at least just a little bit. Ooh, somebody who's coming to their first Gen Con but been to Essen twice. That's exciting because Essen is on my bucket list. I am hoping to be at Essen next year in 2026. I will announce when that is official or not this year, just so everyone knows my convention schedule and when you can hopefully see me at the convention if you want to come say hello. I will be at Origins. I will be at Gen Con. I will be at PAX Unplugged. And in January of 2026, I will be on the Dice Tower cruise. My convention schedule for 2026 is not complete yet, but I am hoping to have Essen on that list. Yeah, Wi-Fi and cell coverage can sometimes be sketchy in the show hall. That is correct, and they try their best to make that the best they possibly can for you guys. But obviously that can affect things like payment options as well. So that's why, like other people were saying, we always recommend having a little bit of cash as well. Gotcha. I've described sorry guys, we'll get to the list in a second, but I've got some really good questions coming in. You've described Gen Con as a college campus rather than a single location. If so, which building is the main one for vendors showing off board games? You can find the majority of Gen Con in the ICC, the Indianapolis Convention Center. It is the large convention center, and the vendor hall is the large hall in the dead center of the convention center. When you come to Gen Con, everything is centered around the ICC. You've got the stadium and the hotels and the streets around the ICC, but the heart of everything is right there in the ICC. You have the bottom floor, which is where the vendor hall and tons of other events such as the ballroom and stuff are, card hall, things of that nature. And then you have the upstairs where there are also tons of events happening. But the downstairs of the ICC is kind of your core area. Origins for your 4th time in Gen Con first. That's sick. That's sick. See, it's going to be my first Origins and my first PAX Unplugged. I'm excited for both those. All right, if you guys have more questions, throw them in the comments, but we're going to jump into this list. So if you guys are unfamiliar, this list comes out on BGG every year, and the way I'm going to go through this, it looks like this year they've got 243 titles on here. You can sort them by publisher, whatever you want. I am going to, do I want to add a filter? Let's see. No, I don't want to. I don't want to add any filters. We'll just go through it unblemished. Hey, Chris Andrew, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Much love, much love. You guys are awesome. Much love. Gen Con first, baby. Let's go. All right. I hope to see you too. I hope to see all of you there. If you see me at Gen Con, you be sure to come say what's up to me. I'll be vlogging. I'll have my cameraman with me this year. We're going to have a great time. All right, so they are sorted alphabetically, at least right here in the beginning, by companies. So this first company, we're going to be looking at 25th Century Games. As we go through this, I'm going to kind of click on each company for you guys so that you can see some of the games they've done in the past and kind of familiarize yourself and go, oh, okay, they've done this game. Then now they're doing this. I might be excited about that. It gives you the rough MSRP over here. It gives you the release date. And it also lets you know, sorry, let me find it here. I want to make sure I tell you guys correctly. Is it under more details? No. Sorry, guys, there's something I'm looking for. Okay, anyway. Well, if I find it, I'll let you guys know. Anyway, so let's start with 25th Century Games. So some of their games, if you guys aren't familiar, is they've got Raw, Three Sisters, Dracula versus Van Helsing has been on my list to try for a while. So 25th Century Games got some good ones. Raw ranked 128th on BGG. That's pretty dang high. Raw is a classic. All right, so we've got Big Sur from Mondo Davis. This one, let's see. I'm actually not super familiar with this one at all. Cruise Along California State Route 1 and the Big Sur Coast Highway. Okay. This looks interesting. Travel along. Okay, so what's our core mechanic here? Because this looks interesting. I like the. Oh, okay, it's a small box. Okay. Okay, I like the theming. The theme of that seems interesting. I could get behind giving that a try. The art's nice. I really like that art. I like that art personally. I don't know about you guys, but I can get behind that. Oh, the license plate has a name. That's cute. That's really cute. All right, so Big Sur. I could see myself trying that one. 15 to 30 minute small box game. I could give that a go. All right. Conservice. Okay, so this came out in 2024. Okay, it's 2024 game, but it says release date in April, so I'm assuming this game was halted for some reason or another. It's probably supposed to come out in 24, and production issues may have slowed it down or something like that. That's just me speculating. It's already got some ratings, so it's definitely in the hands of some people. Oh, Scott Alms. Okay, so Scott Alms, just so you guys know, he is he does the Tiny Epic universe. Tiny Epic. Oh, he did Beer and Bread. I actually didn't know that one. And then Heroes of Land, Air, and Sea. So Scott Alms, a fantastic designer. If you've played any of the Tiny Epic universe, then you know he's a great designer. I wouldn't know if there's a section for Pokemon training. All right, so Conservice. It says a challenging solo bag building game. So is this? Oh, this is only one player. Okay, so we got a solo game out there. I have famously in my videos me and Scott always say we are not solo gamers. We personally, it doesn't make sense to us, like the way our mental state is. We enjoy the community of gaming, but for those of you who enjoy solo gaming, you know, here you go. This one's for you. Okay, let's see here. A solo bag builder. Okay, I do love bag building. Like I said, I'm not a solo gamer, but I do love bag building. Bag building is super fun. The components on this look nice. Oh, okay, we got some nice chunky wooden pieces instead of cardboard. I really hope that this is base game, not like an upgrade, because I love when base games come with these little chunky wooden pieces rather than cardboard sliders. So shout outs to them if this is that. Yes, the Pinball Alley is in the hallway connecting the ICC and the entrance to the tunnel to the stadium, if that makes sense. So, but last year, and usually every year, when you come into the convention center hallway from the block party, that is where Pinball Alley is. Let's see. And for anybody watching this later, anytime I go off on a weird random tangent, it's probably because somebody commented and I'm answering their question for them. All right, Grand Central Skyport. What is this? This looks grandiose, but it's only 30 to 60 minutes. This looks grandiose, though. Oh, it says Q3. So is it going to be out in time, or is it going to be demo only? Let's see. You want to efficiently operate your airship station and attract the most prestigious tycoons to your city. You attract new airships to your skyport. Okay. What is our... Huh. Oh, here we go. I was like, where's my mechanism? It has a rondelle! It has a rondelle! I love rondelles. Okay, we don't have any images or nothing, though. Oh, I love rondelles. Drafting tycoons to your skyport will bring unique advantages in manipulating your docked airships as well as additional scoring opportunities in the game. Okay, I am interested. All you have to tell me is there's a rondelle and I am interested. Okay. Oh, I thought this thing told you if it was going to be demo only. I hope this is available, not just demo, but it says Q3 2025, so I feel like this is probably going to be demo only. Ugh. Okay, well, regardless, I'm probably going to find my way to the 25th Century booth and give this a demo if it's not available for purchase. If it's available for purchase, I will be checking this one out. I love Rondelle. That's beautiful art. I like the theming of like the Sky City type theming. I love when I like that kind of theme. So we're probably going to be checking that one out. Let's see here. All right. La Habana. Let's see. La Habana. Ryan, stop. Am I not familiar with your games? Oh, okay, the game. Okay, so I am a hardcore advocate of the game. A lot of people give it crap because of the name. A lot of people don't like the name, the game, but I really enjoy the game. It's a lot of fun, a little card game. So, La Habana. Let's see. Action retrieval, hand management, bluffing. Okay, so it's a little card game, 30 to 45 minutes. Let's see here. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, that's a lot going on those cards. Oh, I like the art. I like that. I love this like simplistic kind of like art, the Alhambra type art. I like that kind of simplistic art. Okay, I can get behind this. I like the old timey looking art. I like the different resources it looks like it has. I can get behind this just looking at it. I would give this a go. I don't want to say I'm clamoring for it, but I would give this a go. Hey, Bob. Iced Hammer, thank you. I did not realize that. I very much appreciate that. So, apparently, according to Iced Hammer here, very much appreciative. If there is a price, it's available for sale. If there's no price, it's demo only. That is fantastic to know. Thank you so much. I was looking at it earlier on my phone, and it had a line for demo or not, and apparently on my computer it's a little different, and I should have prepared for that. But thank you. It is very, very nice to know that. Okay, La Habana, I can get behind giving that one a try. I like the little card game. I like the art. I like the component looking pieces. I can give that a try. Yeah, Gen Con does fall early in Q3, but like that doesn't always mean that we're going to get the game in at the beginning of Q3, not the end of Q3, if that makes sense. Okay, cool. Operation Barclay. I tend to skip over the ones with no images just because like there's not a whole lot to go on here anyway. Oh, for some reason it just didn't load. Okay, so there is an image. It didn't load for some reason. Cool. Okay. Operation Barclay is a two-player game of low to medium complexity about the intelligence war between allies and their counterparts in the Mediterranean theater. Okay, so we got a war game. I'm not a war gamer, but if this is for you guys, I'm not a war gamer, so this one does not appeal to me, but for those of you who are, this looks like a small 25 to 40 minute war game-esque style. It's got betting and bluffing, which I can always get behind. Looks like it's got a lot of bluffing. I can get behind that. Liar's Dice is one of the most classic, amazing games of all time. It looks like old Richard Borg here. We've got a new version, new copy coming out. So Liar's Dice, always fantastic. I have my copy of Liar's Dice was, I think, $3 at one of those like liquidator stores where they buy like pallets and pallets of stuff and then resell it for insanely cheap. I think I got mine at one of those like those liquidator stores for like $3. It's literally nothing but cups and dice. But then one of my friends is an absolutely huge Liar's Dice fan, and I got him like a really nice like $50 set, super cool, like pirate themed. But Liar's Dice is an absolute classic. It's in my top 50 of all time. I love it. AEG is the first demo game on the list. Thank you. That helps a lot. Thank you. That really helps. You should create and sell your own maps of Gen Con with notes on each area based on your experience memories. That would be cool. That's a cute idea. That is really cute. I don't know if I would sell it. Honestly, something like that I might just give away. But that is a really cute idea. Raw and Right. Old Reiner Knizia is at it this year. I have seen so many Reiner Knizia games releasing this year. Excuse me. I know that tends to be the theme every year is how many Dr. Knizia games can come out on a yearly basis, but this year he really dove in the deep end of the pool. If you're a huge fan of Raw, you've got Raw right here, the new version, $125. Oof. I've seen the version. It's super nice. It's extremely nice, but $125 price tag. That's a big one right there. I mean, it is the Pharaoh edition, so I don't know. I may end up picking it up because I don't own Raw, and I really want to. But if you're a huge fan of Raw, then they've got the Raw and Right out. Roll and Rights, especially when they're based off of a larger game, are very hit or miss. Sometimes they're great, sometimes they're not. So I guess that's really up to you and like your history with it is the best way to put it. I have mixed history when it comes to playing games that are based off of bigger games, if that makes any sense. So we'll see. But there it is for those of you super Raw fans. You got the expansions for Raw, of course. Razzia, what am I looking at? The Reiner Knizia just put Rat in his name and title it. Oh, a 2004 game. Okay, this has never came across my table, and I don't know how to feel. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about this. I refuse to give this any more screen time. If you want a Reiner Knizia game named after himself with rats, there you go. I refuse to give this any more screen time. That's so funny, though. All right, cool. Moving on. Red letter, yellow letter. Let's see. Dang, 25th Century's got quite a few on here. I mean, I know we've got 200 some on here, but I mean, shoot, we're like 10 or 12 in. We're still on 25th Century games. Okay. Just for the sake of time, because I don't want to be here too insanely long, we're not going to click on every single game. I'm now just going to scroll through and just click on the ones that really interest me, just in the interest of time, and I will continue to answer any questions you guys have. Red letter, yellow letter. Let's see. A really vocal party games. We've got some party games here. I'm going to be looking at different companies and designers as well to see if anything sticks out to me. Gather and pour colors of sand to create beautiful bottle art. That's cute. Okay. I'm not huge into games like this, but that's a really cute theme. I really like the theming of that. What's it look like? I'm actually really interested in this theme. That's cute. I like that. Okay, so sand art looks cute. Is that vanity plates? Is that what I'm looking at here? Okay. If you can read the title, you're already playing the game. Oh, okay, so it's a party game about reading weird stuff. Okay, people have fun with those. I've never been super into them, but people have fun with that stuff. Botswana. This card game pits you against your opponents to collect the most valuable animals. Okay, so kind of a set collection-y type. It's got that like I call it like the Very Hungry Caterpillar art. All right, cool. Wine cellar. See, I love this theming. I love the whole wine theming, viticulture type deal. Okay, I get behind this. Rival sommeliers, I can't say that word. Sommeliers compete in a fierce auction to build the best collection. Ooh, see, that description sounds good. It's got an 8.2 rating already. That's pretty nice. So you got bidding, collecting. Okay. Ooh, I like it. I would give that a try. For sure. The Yellow House. All right, so now we're on Albi. Dirt and Dust. Okay, so we're getting a lot of games like this the past couple of years. They're like car racing, Mad Max-esque style games. We've been getting a lot of games like that over the past few years. All right, so now we're on AG. Oh, okay, I see. Here you go. AG has Into the Machine as demo only. Gotcha. So this is where you see the difference. Thank you so much for pointing that out to me. Okay, so Into the Machine you can demo. This looks very much like a Robot Rally-esque game. Robots will off a unique race. See, another racing game. There's so many racing games coming out, I feel like. Which I'm not complaining, because I love racing games, but it feels like there's so many. Oh, wow, is that the only AEG game there is on here? That's weird. I mean, I guess they have all of their former titles as well. I guess this is the only new title they have coming. What's this board look like? Huh. Very interesting. Just looking at this, I almost wouldn't have guessed that's an AEG game. That feels very different than other AEG games that have come out in the past. Okay. All Play is a fantastic company. They do so many small, quick games that I love. I'm going to kind of shoot through these because they just have so many. We've got Alibis, cooperative game. For the Emperor. Llama Llama. That's one I'm excited to. I want to try Llama Llama. Score hands based on secretly chosen gold cards. I'm excited for Llama Llama. Yes, the list will likely grow in the next few weeks. Because when I first opened this list, I think there was like 150 or 160 in it. It's already up to like 230, if I'm remembering correctly. Like, they've already added to this list for sure. Merchants of Andromeda. See, here he is, Reiner Knizia. He is all over this year. I'm telling you, he has so many games. This one I've heard talks about. It's going to be pretty good. I'm not super into the much space theming, so this one didn't scream to me. But I'll give it a go. Reiner Knizia, Money. We got more coming out from him. Oddland. Oh, Oddland expansion. Okay. Ruins. John D. Clare. Isn't that the... yeah, I thought. Space Base and Ready, Set, Bet. Yeah, I thought that's who John D. Clare was. Oh, and Dead Reckoning. I didn't realize he did that one. Cubitos. Okay, so we got a John D. Clare game. Ruins coming out. Okay. I could give that a go. Slambo, Soda Jerk. I love the art on that. A lot of people may not enjoy that, but I really like that art. I think that's cute. Like, I wish the cards were a little more colorful, but I think the art style is really cute. Terrible Quest, Twinkle Twinkle. See, All Play has so many, in my opinion, just funny names for their games. They do the like double up words so often. Vegas Strip is something I want to try. I saw Vegas Strip and I want to try this one. I like the components. It looks like it would be a lot of fun. So like a Vegas Strip is on my list to play for sure. You know, one game that's going to be there, which is not on the list, Slam Throne. Okay. From the Dice Throne team. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, there's a few companies that don't put their games on here. I don't think Ravensburger puts their games on here, and they did announce the new Disney Villainous with the Crab from Moana, whose name is escaping me right now, but the main character is Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. And then they also have the new Horrified Dungeons and Dragons. I believe both of those will be there. I don't know that for a fact, but I believe both will be there, and I will be buying both of those for sure. I love both of those series. I have them all, so I will be picking up both of those. Okay, so we got Ape Games. They do, I believe the way you pronounce this is Siobhan. Here's the Siobhan Games for those of you that are interested. My friend Lucas has these and enjoys them. I've never been big into them, but if you enjoy the Siobhan Games, they've got new ones coming out this year. If I booked an RPG or board game session for 2 people, is there usually room to add a third person on the day of, or most vendors strict and require booking in advance only? That you can have a third person join if there are still tickets available for that RPG. They can't just join if they want to. There has to be a spot available at the table, and you can track the specific event that you signed up for on your schedule on the app or on the website, and it'll tell you how many tickets are still available. Most tickets to RPGs are only a couple of bucks, so I mean, I understand it's money. I don't ever want to comment on other people's financial situation, but if you have someone who you think might be going, I would go ahead and just buy the ticket, and if it turns out they can't go, then I would return it. That's what I would do, but you also don't want to take up a spot that for someone else that could go there, so whichever way you're leaning towards, either yes or no, then I would either get the ticket or not, depending on which way you think they're probably going to go the day of. And yes, if they want to join the day of, they have to have generic tickets. They have to have bought a generic ticket, and there has to be a spot available for them to join the day of. Thank you for that shout out. No worries. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. All right, so we got Storytellers. Okay, that looks cute. Whale Riders is something I'm interested in. This one looks very interesting. I know it came out years ago, 2021. I've never played it. It's never showed up for me, but it does have a new version. And look at those little dolphin meeples. Is that not just adorable? So if you guys can't tell, and I like this artwork, if you guys can't tell, I really like the cute themes, like the nature, cute type themes. So this right here really appeals to me. I don't know if anybody else has played Whale Riders. I've never had the opportunity to. I know it's an older game, but I really want to. If you add them to your friends and family list, and have them accept the friend request or whatever, then you can purchase tickets for other people. They just have to be a part of your friends and family list. Promise this year I'm going to say hi instead of asking myself why the guy ahead of me sounds so familiar. All right. I look forward to seeing you there. I look forward to seeing you. All right, so we've got Aries Games. Let's click on Aries Games. I meant to be clicking on the companies for you guys to familiarize yourself. Aries Games, of course, War of the Ring, This War of Mine, Sword and Sorcery. War of the Ring is really their bread and butter, but obviously they've got tons of others. And then they've got the Quartermaster, if you guys are familiar with it. Viking Route, that looks cool. I like the tentacles coming out there. Okay, it's demo only. I might demo Viking Route. This looks interesting. This might be a demo for me. I don't love the little standees with the little clips. I don't love when games have those. That's not something I prefer. I mean, I understand what they're going for here. I get why they did this, but I feel like there had to have been a better way. Maybe this was the most cost efficient for them. Man, everything else here looks great, but I'm not a huge fan of the little clear standees. Not a huge fan of that. But the rest of it looks fantastic. Like this little compass piece, oh my god, that looks so good. And I like the little grid layout. I might give that a go. We'll see. Let's see. What else we got? We got Avalon Hill. Look at this. Reiner Knizia. Look at that. I mean, I know this is an old game, but still, Reiner Knizia is just all over this thing. All right, Avalon Hill games. Show them off for you guys. We got Acquire, Betrayal Legacy, Risk Legacy, Robo Rally, Nexus Ops. Okay. So Avalon Hill, of course, big name. Oh, is that really all they have? They're demoing their new Hero Quest expansion. Okay, that's going to be their big thing. That makes sense. They're just going to be pushing Hero Quest. That makes a lot of sense for them. All right, BA Games, Dungeon Diners. Let's see. Goats and Goblins. What am I looking at here? Garden Dragons, Dungeon Diners, and Goats and Goblins. Is this a series? Is this a series of games? Yeah, because these two don't come out till 2026. This looks like a series of games. Okay, so it's just a little card game. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like they're bringing a whole series, probably. That's kind of what this looks like. Okay. Or kind of same universe. I don't want to say a series. Same universe of games. Rolling in Wonderland. Let's see. Bezier Games, of course. Werewolf, primarily known for One Night Werewolf, Werewolf games, things like that. Bezier is a fantastic company. Screams, Alatar, okay. Bite Wing. Now, Bite Wing, I'm interested in. They are making a splash this year, it looks like. So here's some of their previous games: Zuvadas, Trailblazers, things like that. But here's where they're trying to make a splash. So they've got Ego here, but right here, they are tying up with the old Dr. Knizia. Please forgive me if I mispronounce these, but I believe this one is pronounced Iker, I believe. This one looks interesting, but right here is going to be a huge seller at both Origins and Gen Con. Iliad. Iliad is going to be a huge seller. First off, love the theme. Iliad is a tile placement strategy game for 2 players. On your turn, select one of 2 tiles from your hand and place it on the board adjacent to opponent's tile. Both players have symmetrical pools of tiles with their strengths ranging from 1 to 5. When a roller column is filled, the player with the highest total strength in that line earns the right to select one of the 2 success tokens at the end of the roller column. This is a very tactile game. This is very much lay the piece, do the effect, earn the points. But it seems simple, but it seems like it is going to be such a tactile, back and forth, push and pull 2-player game. I'm expecting this one to do extremely well. And the theme is fantastic. The art is good. I think this is going to be a big seller. And I'm excited for it personally. I think this is going to be a big one. I will be trying this one, and once I give it a go, I might be purchasing this one. This one is on my list for sure. And this here also has the you can click how you're feeling about these. That way, it's saved for later. So like for this one, I would click interested for sure. Let's see, Orbit, Silos. Let's keep going. Like I said, I'm going to try to speed up just a little bit, and I'm really only going to stop at the ones that really catch my eye. But you've got Refuge, Pixies, Sea Salt and Paper. Oh my goodness, is this game so insanely popular. So many people play Sea Salt and Paper, and we've got a new expansion coming. This game is... I'm curious when it's going to outgrow its legs, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like at some point they're going to... Like, they're not there yet, but I feel like at some point they're going to put so much into the game that eventually it's just going to feel like there's too much of it. But I understand it. Like, you know, for the people who love it, they want more. I get it. But it has quickly turned into one of the hottest small games you can possibly have. I believe it's one of the most played games on Board Game Arena, like, ever. Like, it is so played. It's a good game. I enjoy Sea Salt and Paper. But we got a new expansion coming out for it. So that one will be bald, but this isn't one people are running for. It's more, as soon as they see it, they go, oh yeah, I want that. Oh yeah, I want that. It's more of those situations, which I feel like that's how I tend to do a lot of my shopping at Gen Con, is I just pass by something and go, ooh, I want that. All right, Broadway Toys. We got Wolf Street, Wondrous Museum. All right, Capstone. Let's see what Capstone's coming with. Galileo Galilei. Okay. 50 to 100 minutes. Discover what Galileo himself didn't find. New plans to star systems. Okay, I want to check out the art and play style for this one. Interesting. So we've got... Oh, that's cute. That is cool. I love when boxes do, like, cool art things like that. I love when people, like, put that time and effort in. That's so cool. Oh, I love the player boards. The player boards on this one are nice. Very nice. All right, so it looks like you're playing through the observatory. All right, the player boards on this one are nice. All right, that one, I don't want to say interested, but I would put like I'd put interested on Galileo Galilei. I'd put interested on that. New expansion expansion for Pagan. Oh, I have this expansion actually. So Pagan Fate of Roanoke. I backed this Kickstarter so long ago, and I've had it for a while. Me and Scott were actually going to play it last week. Didn't get the chance to. We might play it later this week. But expansion for Pagan, Pirates of Maracaibo, Raising Chicago, Sunavalo, let's see, Tea Garden, Up or Down. Oh, Michael Kiesling and Wolfgang Kramer. Ooh. So Michael Kiesling, Azul, Tikal, big time games, Wolfgang Kramer, a million different games. I mean, literally so many different games. El Grande, Tikal, Downforce, Take 5, Coliseum. Huge games. Up or Down, only 30 minutes, 2 to 6 players. Cheap game, $17. Why does it only go to 6.4 rating? Oh, this is from last year. Oh, I'm not familiar with this one. I don't love the art. Oh, wait, this isn't even it. This isn't even the game. Where's the game? Okay, here we go. Build ascending and descending rows of cards and try to place many cards of the same color in a row as possible. Oh, okay, so this is a very common theme in card games. You're just trying to take the numbers up and down to go up and down the elevator. Okay, makes sense. That's a very common style of card game. Makes sense. Very common style. All right. Is there any games that you guys are looking forward to so far on the list that you've seen either on here or you know about in general that you're excited for to come out at Gen Con? If there's any games you guys want me to take a look at specifically, just let me know and I will go check them out. Sorry, guys. I'm checking something here real quick. Cool. There we go. All right. Keep going. We made it pretty good through here. Capybara Crush, Doomcast of Charming Games Collective. Oh, look at the otter! I love the otter! Oh, I love otters. Otters are so cute. Columbia Games. Okay, it looks like these are more like war-style games for people who, more war-type games. Like I said, that's not my bread and butter, but for those of you that love them, here you go. It looks like Columbia Games has you covered. Crafty Games, Tabriz, Crowd Games, Arkham Travel Guide. Okay. Barrage. Oh, okay. This is a very popular game. Barrage is very popular. I have not had the chance to play it yet, but it looks like they've got tons of promos, expansions, and such for Barrage. It's a super popular game. It's not crossed my table, but I feel like at some point in time it will. Let's see. Golden Cup. I like the way that looks. Huh. Okay. En route, a stroll and write game. See, I also like when roll and write games like take like the cutesy like theming and like just rename it to stroll and write or whatever. Okay, so this is basically a line building game. It looks like essentially, yeah, you're trying to build out your lines to score points. Okay, yeah. All right, cute. That feels like something I would play once or twice and have fun with. It doesn't seem like something I would add to the collection forever, but I'd play it a couple of times and give it a go. Just hit show all here. There we go. All right, the new Codenames art. I think it's fantastic. I love it. So, like, we've seen a lot of art changes this year between, like, Parks and Quacks and things like that. I've not been a huge fan of the art changes so far until now. I think Codenames giving all of the games in their series this new style, I think it looks fantastic. I don't know about you guys, but I think the new Codenames art is absolutely an upgrade. I love it. Absolutely love the new Codenames art. Czech Games coming with some absolute fire this year. The new Codenames art. You've got the big box edition of Lost Ruins of Arnak. I believe that they only did one print run for the Kickstarter plus the ones they have for sale. So I have a feeling this will be very limited. I would like to get a hold of one personally because I did not back the Kickstarter, Game Found, whatever. So I would like to get a hold of one, but I don't know how many they'll have. I do believe I remember reading that they did say they only did one print run and that they won't be doing more. So this seems like it's going to be very limited. All right, so they're demoing Wispwood, their new game Wispwood. Okay. Who we got here? Dead Alive Games. Okay, Lunar Skyline. Testable Games. Bim Bam Bum. Okay, that's a name. Party Panda Pirates. If I understand correctly, the Codenames is not only art change. Ooh, is it not only art change? I thought it was only art. Let's see if it says anything on here. Let's see if it says anything. I see. Yeah, see the listing still has the old art. Okay. Interesting. Well, it sounds to me like I might be swinging by the Czech Games room and talking to them. I might give them a good old interview about Codenames and talk about the new art. So that sounds like something you might see in one of the vlogs. And I might swing by old Czech's room and give them an interview about this because now I'm curious. All right, where was I at? I was right here. Okay. DeVere Games always bringing fire. Ace of Spades, okay, all aboard. I see, this is what I mean. Their theming, I feel like DeVere does a great job with their theming. Like, just this, like, old saloon card game style looking shootout theme, this all aboard the raft theme. Like, their theming is just so cute. Deep Dreams, oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, their themes are just cute. All of their games are never something that I'm, like, clamoring for, if that makes sense. But the moment I see it on the table or play it, I'm like, man, why didn't I come to this game sooner? That's how I feel all the time about DeVere Games. Ooh, I like this. The very Studio Ghibli style art. That's cool. The new edition of Codenames refreshes the classic experience players know and love. Okay. They probably, like, changed some of the words to, like, be more fitting for, like, 2025 or something like that, maybe, and, like, change, and obviously change the art and maybe change the layout of the cards or something like that. We'll see. I'm curious now exactly what it looks like, but we'll see. DeVere's got a lot of games coming, too. It looks like a lot of them are 2025 releases, too. DeVere's really hammering the games out. So it looks like when it comes to new games, there is no shortage from DeVere. Quorum, Red Carpet, Tinko. Okay, that's an older game. Transgalactica, I've heard about this one. This one is supposed to be a pretty big one coming this year. Travel beyond known space, compete in different fields to surpass your rivals. Worker placement game. Anytime you say the words worker placement to me, I'm usually at least down to give it a try. That's a pretty large board. Okay, so it looks like you're bouncing from planet to planet. You've got tracks on the side. Okay, this looks interesting. The theming doesn't do it for me because I'm not a huge space guy, but the actual components and the layout of the board I think is interesting. A lot of times I can tell on the larger games if I'm going to enjoy it just by looking at the layout of the board and, like, do they have tracks? Does it look like everything makes sense? Is there certain areas for things? Like, usually just looking at how the board is laid out, a lot of the times I can kind of get a feel for how the game is going to go. Venturesome. All right, Dire Wolf. We got Clank, baby. Clank. Catacombs expansion, Lightning Train. I have seen things about Lightning Train. This one, 1 to 2 hours long. Overcome the odds to deliver goods with your railway company. Is it going to be like pickup and delivery? Yeah. Okay, I've seen things about Lightning Train. This very much feels like, like Ticket to Ride with powers almost. At least that's what it looks like to me, like Ticket to Ride with powers. It's a bag builder. Build your bag to improve your company's resources, then place your chips to open stations and train lines across the 8 regions of North America. All right, so it's a bag building power Ticket to Ride. I would absolutely give this a try. 1,000%. Lightning Train, you have made the interested list. I would give that a try. From a revised word list for improved gameplay, beautiful art, a brand new insert that keeps your game neatly organized, to a streamlined rulebook that makes the game easier to teach and learn, this updated version is designed to delight longtime fans of the game and welcome new ones. Thank you. No. You're good with the comments. No, thank you for that. Okay, so it looks like they really did revive Codenames. Well, that's good. I enjoy that because Codenames is a classic. Codenames it falls into that list of games for me that's like, I feel like I never go to pull it off the shelf. Like, I just don't. I feel like every time it's game night and, like, I go to grab something, my hand never gravitates towards Codenames. But every time it comes off the shelf, I have never once regretted it. It has created memories and ongoing jokes in my friends group every single time it's hit the table. I think, so, like, Scott always says that he wants to play Dixit to, like, get to know people. Dixit's the game that he wants to play to, like, break the ice with people. For me, it's Codenames. I think Codenames really gives you insight into how people think, and it really opens up a lot of conversation. So I think Codenames is an awesome game for, like, playing with people you don't know. All right, so we got Koi, Rumble Boss. I like the name of that. Don't know how much I love that art, but I do very much enjoy the title at least. Last bot standing. That's cute. All right, DVC Games. See, Here Lies, Inkwell, Karnak. Let's see. None of these are like popping out hardcore to me. Thing. I like that. I like that art cover. That looks nice. Here we go. Envy Born Games. I almost said board games. Envy Born Games. Hercules and the 12 Labors. All right, so I have literally said multiple times on this channel, and even I think multiple times in this live stream, I don't particularly love solo games. I'm not a solo gamer. However, Hercules and the 12 Labors looks fantastic. It looks great. The gameplay looks great. The art looks great. I love the theme. The theme is amazing. Hercules and the 12 Labors is definitely one that I am going to at least check out. Because it's solo, I don't know if I'll get it, but it is only 30 to 60 minutes, so it's a short enough game that I could totally see myself actually playing this one solo. I don't know. I'm not a solo gamer, but I am very interested in Hercules and 12 Labors. Very interested in it. This might be the game that breaks the mold for me and makes me play solo games. All right, Super Dice Battle Fireside Games, of course. Castle Panic famous. Ham Helsing. Oh my goodness, that's adorable. Please don't burn my village. What is the names of these games? I love these titles. I love these titles so much. Please don't burn my village. What is this? What am I looking at here? I almost want to play that just for the title. I want to play you just for the title. Villagers bribe a dragon to spare their village from burning. I'm interested. It's a bribing game. You're bribing a dragon not to burn your village. I don't know if the game's going to be any good, but I want to play this. I want to play this so badly now. That sounds amazing. And it cracks me up. Absolutely. That tickles me. I want to play this game. Alright, Flat Out Games. I'm going to be thinking about that all day now. Alright, so we got Cascadia Jr. coming out. I don't have kids, but I do really enjoy that a lot of companies have gone into like taking their really popular games and making a kids like introductory version. You know, you've got like the My Little Size and things like that, and like the My First Ticket to Ride or Everdell and all those. I think it's really good that they do things like that. So bravo to the community for doing things like that. Ooh, we got a new Cascadia, Alpine Lakes. Okay, so they're demoing a new Cascadia. I enjoyed Cascadia. It wasn't my favorite game of all time, but I did really enjoy Cascadia as a game. It was a fun one. Knitting Circle. It looks like they're continuing their series of like Calico style games. Okay. Point Galaxy, the entire Point Salad, Point City, that entire series. They're continuing that. Flat Out Games have had some really big hits over the years, but they're really continuing their home runs. They are continuing those series. Floodgates, Hedge Mage, I've seen a little bit all over my timelines. Squirrel Away, let's see, Scott Mine, Energy Empire, Frostbite Games, Corgi Pile Up. That's cute. This will sell just for the fact that it has corgis in it. People will buy it just for the corgis. First Class Letters. Okay. Nothing super hardcore standing out for me yet. Foolish Fool. And if you guys have any games you want me to click on that I'm just scrolling past that it doesn't, adhere to my taste, just tell me. I'll go back and click on it and we'll take a look. And if you guys have any other Gen Con questions, be sure to throw them out. I'm happy to help. No Loose Ends. I do like the name of that. Who are we loose ending? Little card game. I don't know. Maybe not. That one doesn't seem to scream at me. There's just so many little card games over the years that I have that, like, I kind of let the card games come to me. I don't typically seek out card games that much. I let them come to me. Thank you, Ice Hammer. Enjoy your day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Trinket Trove. That's cute. I do enjoy that. Venture Angels. Let's see. Grail Games. Food for Thought. The Belgian Beers Race Dice. That's a name right there. That is a name. Inferno, I love Inferno. This came out last year. I got my Kickstarter for it. I got to play it, and Inferno was fantastic. Inferno's a great game. The art's great. Everything about Inferno is great. I thoroughly enjoyed every moment of my playthrough of Inferno. The art and the minis, all the components in it are top notch, like absolute fantastic quality. So Inferno, I highly, highly recommend. It is a grandiose game, so be prepared for a long haul game. But other than that, it's an extremely enjoyable game. Extremely enjoyable. Ovation. Let's see. Okay, cute. Pass. Okay. Pillars of Heracles. We've got a lot of Hercules type games coming out. This looks interesting. I saw this on, I believe, Kickstarter. I like the components. I like the board. This looks like something that I would buy. If I were walking through Gen Con and didn't know this game existed and just saw it on a table, this feels like the type of game that I would just buy and say, I will figure it out later if I actually enjoy it or not, but I want it. And just looking at it, it seems that way right now. I really enjoy the aesthetic of this one. During your turn, move one of your buildings up to 2 spaces, ignoring any restrictions. Atlas, Titan of Endurance, Earthshaker. Move all units and buildings within a region to an adjacent land space. Oh, I mean, look at that. Look how good that looks on the table. Ooh, this one. Yep. Interested in Pillars of Heracles. For sure that looks good. That looks like something I would at least give a solid try. S'mores galore. See, I love cute little things like this. I love the little s'mores theme. I just think it's adorable. I genuinely just think it's absolutely adorable. Let's see. Stroop, Grandpa Beck's Games, 3, 2, 1 countdown. Let's see here. Jungo. Ooh, 4 doors. Oh, it's a Matt Leacock. Okay, so we've got pandemic designer Matt Leacock. Let's see what he's got. What old boy's got cooking up here. Okay. This looks very Matt Leacock with the little pawn movers. Yeah. This feels very Matt Leacock. You've got your powers. Okay, I don't fully see how the game plays, but like it looks like you're building off of each of these doors, like trying to get to certain goals. And this looks like a lighthouse. Okay, cool. I don't see exactly how you play, but I get the rough idea just by looking at this, and this screams Matt Leacock. You could have showed me this picture and the little pawns, and I probably could have guessed Matt Leacock without knowing it was him. He definitely has a style to him for sure. Hot Banana Games, Moon Bunny. Everything about you I like. I like the name of your company. I like the name of your games. I like you people. I want to meet you. I like this. All right. Dang, this list has grown since I scrolled through it. And I just scrolled through it a couple days ago. Key Games, Galactic Cruise. I was lucky enough to play Galactic Cruise like 2 months ago. It was awesome. Galactic Cruise was on my top 5 most anticipated games for the year, and it did not disappoint. Excuse me. I absolutely loved Galactic Cruise. I played with the expansions. It was a thoroughly enjoyable experience, and if anybody is even possibly considering Galactic Cruise, I cannot recommend it enough. It was fantastic. I love the game so much. I will give you a spoiler. It will be making my top 100 games of all time later this year. Great game, Galactic Cruise. Western Legends Stories. I know a lot of people love Western Legends. It looks like this, is this a Legacy style game? No, it's just another game in the universe. Okay, and they're demoing that at Colossal. Okay, cool. Cosmos, they came out with a family, the crew edition. I fit into the minority that I didn't love the crew. It is insanely popular, so please listen to me when I say I'm the weird one here. Most people love the crew. I did not love it. It was okay. More exit games. Ooh, exit game, Catan. That's cute. I like the exit games. I almost want to have this one just to have because it's Catan themed. I think that's really cute. I like the crossover here of like the exit brand with the Catan brand. I think that's cute. I like that. I may end up picking that one up. I'm undecided on that one but that one is cute. I am interested at least. Tons of exit games. Marvelous. All right, that's a cute title. Just looking at the box art, I don't think I'm interested in the game, but the title is cute. One of us. Okay. All right, sure. Whatever. Tower bricks. Okay, cute. All right, now I know where my friend Lucas is going to be running for is Leader Games. The Ahoy expansions. Lucas played Ahoy like a month ago, and he has not stopped talking about it. He loved Ahoy, and I know he is going to be running for their booth to get these expansions. I know he is. I have not had the pleasure of playing Ahoy yet, even though I very much want to. Leader Games is a fantastic company. They do Root, Oath, great company. But I know he's excited for the Ahoy expansions. All right, so it looks like we got Oath expansion, and then of course they'll have all of their Root stuff there. So Leader Games, absolutely one that I will be stopping by multiple times, even just to chat with them. Some great people there. Level 99 Games, Dead by Daylight, the board game. I know a lot of people are going to want to check this one out. I know one of my friends, Carson, who is going for his first Gen Con with me this year. I'm super excited to take him on his first Gen Con. He likes Dead by Daylight. I know him and Lucas will be checking this game out as well and the expansions. So if you love Dead by Daylight, definitely something to check out. Who was it there? Oh, it was Level 99. I should have knew that. Level 99 Games. They do a lot of games like this. Madigo. Looks like a new expansion for Kemet. They're going to be demoing. Panda Spin. I've actually heard some great things about Panda Spin. It looks like they're only demoing it, but the release is in February. I wonder if they just don't have enough copies right now or something. I wonder why they're only demoing it. But I've heard some great things about Panda Spin from other content creators. Oh, Scott Alms got another game. The Peak Team. Scott Alms again, Tiny Epic designer. He's got another one here. What's the Peak Team? As a team of wildlife rangers, your mission is to ensure the well-being of different species in your wildlife reserve while protecting them from potential threats. A cooperative game. The main board represents the wildlife reserve. Okay. I'm not a huge cooperative guy either, but I like the theme here. I like this theme, and Scott Alms is a great designer. I'm undecided, but I'm somewhat interested in the Peak Team as a cooperative game. Mind Clash Games, Revenant, North Star game. Nature has such a great cover. And this game I saw all over my Kickstarter, and I debated back and forth whether I wanted to get it or not. There's just so many nature-esque themed games now that it's like I never know exactly where to go with each one, if that makes sense. Because at what point is it too much? But this one seems really good. I kind of regret not backing this one. I'll check it out there. I'm still not sure about it, but I will check it out at Gen Con. So I'm undecided there. Bagged and Boarded. Looks like that's a very comic book style game for people of that. All right, so we've got the AWP. The AWP has come with some fire over the past couple of years. Not listed here, but the AWP has Flip 7, which is a fantastic game that I actually played for the first time at Gen Con last year with Tom Vassell at a Dice Tower event, which was a whole lot of fun. But Flip 7 is nominated for the Spiel des Jahres award this year, and I'm just throwing my vote in there. It looks to me like it might win. It's up against Bomb Busters and oh, forgive me, I can't remember the name of the third one, but it looks like it's probably going to be Flip 7 that wins the Spiel because it's just so insanely popular. Not that this is some huge telling, but it won Walmart's Toy of the Month or something last month. It sold an insane amount of copies. So Flip 7 from the AWP I think is going to end up winning the Spiel, but that is just my guess. Bomb Busters I've heard some incredible good things about. So if Bomb Busters won, I wouldn't be uber surprised, but I'm just throwing my hat into the ring with the guess of Flip 7. Guys, if you want to show me some love real quick, be sure to hit that like button. And if you're new and you're just checking me out for the first time or something, be sure you hit subscribe. It really shows me love. I will be heading to Origins here in a couple of weeks, so I hope to see people there. Let's see here. Party Tales. I met the Party Tales guys at my very first Gen Con in 2019. They were super cool guys. They were making a video, and I actually ended up in their video in 2019 playing their game Party Tales. It was super fun. So these are some great guys here. It looks like they've got a new game. Time Lancers are demoing. Phase Shift Games, Widgets Workshop, let's see, Pinebox, Doomtown, Portal Games, Nirishima Hex Battle. Is it a small version of Nirishima Hex? I know Nirishima Hex is such a popular game over the years. Such a popular game. Okay, looks like we've got a small version here. Salt and Pepper Games, Battle of the Divas. What is this? This looks. What am I looking at here? What is this? What is happening here? Oh, this is so cool. It's like an orchestra. Oh, this is neat. This is neat. Oh, so are we like putting on like a full-on opera? Oh, this is neat. I love it. Expand your vocal. Yep, that word. By 1 point at no cost, or by 3 points discarding a note of yours from the piano. All right, if you like this style of theme, like this isn't for me, but if this theme does anything for you, this looks neat. I'm not interested, but I can fully appreciate how neat this looks. Escape from the Moon. I have seen a lot about this one, and if anyone out there knows exactly what this is, how to pronounce it, and I'm being ignorant, I apologize. But Habemus Popum, I guess. If I'm ignorant to that, I thoroughly apologize. But I have seen this everywhere. This one, I think is going to get a good amount of attention at least. Yeah, I think this one's going to get some attention at the con. Chris, what's up, my guy? Welcome to the stream. How have you been? I cannot wait to see you at Gen Con. I know exactly where to find you, too. I know what events you're going to be running. I will absolutely be coming to holler at you boy again this year. Alright, so Czech Games, Flock Together. They've got a new expansion. Flock Together is absolutely a game that I not only think I will be checking out, but I will be purchasing at Gen Con. Flock Together, I regret not buying it when it came out. Flock Together just falls perfectly into that theming and that style of play that I absolutely love. And I've heard so many incredible things about Flock Together that I just know it needs to join my collection. So I will very likely be picking it up. And I'll take a look at the expansions. I may or may not pick up the expansions, but I feel very confident I'll be picking up at least the base game of Flock Together. Let's see here. Stonemaier, you're going to have Finspan there. I thoroughly recommend Finspan. My list, for those of you who don't know, Wingspan, Finspan, Wormspan. And Wormspan is still in my top 50 of all time, so that should tell you all three are in my top 50 of all time. I love all the Span games, and I think Finspan did not get a fair shake from a lot of people when it first came out. I think it's a great game. The expansion's already in the works. I believe it's supposed to come out next year. I'm excited for that. And the Wormspan expansion, I think, is supposed to come out later this year, maybe at Essen or PAX. But I'm excited for those as well. So Finspan, I thoroughly recommend. Tokaido was purchased by Stonemaier. They've got their new edition. I've got the big edition of Tokaido, which I thoroughly love. It's one of my favorite games, and Tokaido Duel is one of my favorite games. They've got their new game Vantage that they've been working on for a long time. Jamie Stegmaier throws his hat back into the ring of designer, and he came out and said that he's been working on Vantage for years at this point, and I know he is insanely excited to have this one coming out. Best thing anyone's ever eaten at Gen Con, food recommendations. I mean, this is going to sound a little cliche as a Gen Con goer, but Island Noodles is fantastic. It's one of the main food booths at the block party outside by the food trucks. It's not a food truck, it's a booth, but Island Noodles, the line when you go is going to look long. I promise you're going to look at it and go, I don't want to stand in that line. The line moves very quickly. They have it down to a science. They know how to do it. They are rocking and rolling that line. You will not wait long. And Island Noodles is incredible. And it's not very badly priced either. I love Island Noodles. Let's see. Tablespoke. Tabula Games. Let's see. Thunderwork. Love Thunderwork games. Thunderwork does role player or not role player. Why am I blanking right now? Stone Spire Architects and things like that. I love Stone Spire and Cartographers. Love Thunderwork games. Or I said no role player. Yes, they do. Role player, Cartographers, Stone Spine Architects. Love Thunderworks games, and they've got Citizens of the Spark. But what I'm interested in is right here, Emerald Skulls. I think Emerald Skulls looks a lot of fun. It is basically just a dice rolling game, essentially. The box is meant to be, the box lid is meant to be used as your dice tray. I think this looks fun. I don't know about other people, but I think that this simple little card game looks like a lot of fun. And I think Thunderworks Games is a fantastic company that I am very excited to play. This one is a must-have for me. I must have Emerald Skulls. I've never been disappointed in a Thunderworks game. So I have to get my hands on this one. Island News, Hotbox Pizza are staples. Absolutely they are. There's been a food truck the last few years that does sandwiches and sides that's blown me away every time. Let me see if I can find the name. Yeah, for sure. Let me know too. I'd love to try. Anything that anybody's like, oh, I must have this, I have to try that. Have they announced the Hotbox Custom Pizza for this year yet? Not that I've seen. I haven't seen it. I saw that they announced the beer and that they're getting ready to announce the burger, I believe. I have not yet seen the Hotbox Pizza announcement yet. If it's come through, then I've somehow missed it. But I haven't seen it yet. I am excited for the beer this year, though. I believe, if I remember, it's an apple cider this year, I believe, right? See, Underdog Games, got High Tide, of course, the trekking universe. They'll have all their trekking there. I do want to give a little bit of a behind the scenes for Underdog here. Their trekking series, they'll have them all there. They will typically run a deal that if you buy more than one trekking game in the series, that you can get so much off. So when you go to Underdog, if you like the trekking series or you want to buy more than one, talk to them. They may cut you some kind of deal. I don't want to put words in their mouth. I'm just saying I've seen them put up signs before. So like they're $50, so 2 would be $100. I've seen them do like 3 for $120 before, which is $40 a game. I've seen them do things like that. So like I don't want to put words in their mouth or like cost them money or anything. I'm just saying I have seen them do things like that in the past. I'll be there. I'm running my tournament on Thursday this year, but I'm also a master in our premier event, Masters vs. Minions, on Saturday night. That's sick, dude. Chris, I'm so excited for you. I hope you have a great time doing that. And you're doing your tournament on Thursday. All right. I will be sure to, I'll comment back to you somewhere on one of my videos before the convention and hit you up, and I'll holler at you. I'm super excited to see you, my guy. And Chris, if you want to do a little promo for your tournament in the comments here and let people know what you're doing, yeah, go ahead. Let people know what you're doing. Chris is an event runner at Gen Con. He does a great job, and he's a super cool dude. So if you want to shout out your events, go ahead, Chris. It's fine. All right, Unexpected Games. The Mandalorian Adventures was a huge hit last year. Everybody was asking me when I went to Gen Con about the Mandalorian Adventures, if I could check it out for them and how it went. Well, of course, a year later, they've decided to come out with their expansion. I'm expecting this to sell very quickly. Star Wars and the Mandalorian by itself are huge, hot topic, just anything. Not just board games, just anything Star Wars and the Mandalorian is huge. So I'm expecting this to sell very, very quickly. Jurassic Feud. Oh, expansion for Catapult Feud. Okay, so we've got expansions for Catapult Feud. Really fun, cute game if you like to launch things at people. World board game. Let's see. Castle Razors. Last Lantern. Ooh, I like that art. Oh, I like the Overgrown Pasture. I will be writing that one down, and I will give that a try. Anybody who's like, oh, I have to have this, I will at least give it a try. Oh, I like this artwork. The Last Lantern. Look at that. Oh, that's cute. Look how cute this little guy is. Okay. What is this? Last Lantern is 2 to 4 player cooperative. I love polynomial games. Polynomino games. A lot of people are kind of sick of the Polynomino games because there's been so many of them that's come out the past few years. I am not at all. I love Polynomino games. I think they're fantastic. I think they add a different kind of dimension to games. So I am excited about this. I love set collection style games, bag building. Oh, this game has a lot of things I enjoy in it. As Residence Canopy, players puzzle their way forwards to the now dimming last lantern by placing tiles. Rely on the powers of familiars to not give in to the isolating fog and perhaps discover a way toward it off, to ward it off forever. Games played over 79 rounds. Players without communicating, simultaneously choose one set comprised of a tile and a token. Tiles placed on the path before you. Ooh! Limited communication, set collection, bag building, cooperative. Oh, I am interested. And great art. Look at that art. All right, I'm interested in this. Who's this by? Wonderful World Board Games. I will be coming to check you out. Last Lantern looks interesting. Zephyr Workshop. Okay, and that's the list. Like I said, guys, this is not every single game you can expect to see at Gen Con. There are a ton that are not on the list. There are, tons of games tons of companies like Ravensburger who does not put their games on here. So many more games. There's going to be way more than 243 games at Gen Con. So many more. However, this is your jumping off point. This is your start to just see what games are going to be there. I'm going to put the URL to this list in the chat for anybody who wants to go and look at the list yourself. There's the URL to the list. Guys, I'm going to holler at you for a few more minutes here. We're going to go back to the face cam before we get off of here. One more time, show me some love. If you've not, hit that like button. It really helps me out. And if you guys want to check out more content from me in the future, be sure to hit subscribe so you can check out more stuff coming. All right, here we go. Jump over to face cam. Let's go into that awkward crisscross in the chair pose for you guys for this close-up talk here. I'm even going to get in my chill zone, and we're going to come back here even away. We're going to get in the chill zone. All right. Everybody shout out for me. Let me know what you're most excited about for Gen Con in the comments. For me, easy to see you guys. I'm genuinely so excited to talk to people at Gen Con. It's my favorite thing every single year is getting to talk to people and meet new people, especially now as a content creator and you guys recognize me and come and say hello and things like that. It's truly humbling and awesome to get to talk to you people. And seeing all the new games. When I first walk into the vendor hall each year, it's an eye-opening, yes, I'm home experience for me. Oh my goodness, look at all this incredibleness, all these awesome people, all these new games. I'm super excited for it. I genuinely think 2025 is going to be a record-breaking year, both attendance, events, just fun. I think this could end up being, for me, maybe the best Gen Con ever. I think it's going to be absolutely awesome. I think the food trucks are going to be good this year. They haven't come out with a comprehensive list, but there are people who love the convention and stuff so much that they've already reached out to some of the food trucks that have been there in the past to ask if they're coming again. So there are some people who have put in the legwork, so we kind of have a little rough, small idea of what food trucks are coming. But there's going to be a lot of fantastic things going on this year. I think Gen Con is going to be above and beyond this year. I see a Calyx behind you that's empty, so you're all set for a huge board game haul. Yo, that's right. Yo, so this is so funny. So here's some story time for you guys real quick, because you called me out for this one. So my game room is the other room. I've got my table and my games and everything in the other room, right? I have, 6 or 7 Calyxes in there. I've got over 300 board games right now, and it's still growing. I think I have one sitting on my porch in an Amazon box right now, actually. I think I got a notification while we were live that I got it delivered. But in my process of setting up my studio in there for recording for you guys, I had to take one of my Calyx shelves out and bring it in here. And I'm still in the process of setting up this room for streaming, like I'm doing right now, and setting up so that I can do some more fun things for you guys in the future. Well, it's empty, but it's also not. You can't really see it. Right now, it has a bunch of my equipment on it. It has mics and cords and stands and tripods. This thing currently is full of equipment because I'm still in the process of finishing building my studio and setting up this room to build even more content for you guys. So you kind of get a little behind the scenes look with this Calyx shelf. But with that being said, once I have everything set up, yes, games will be going on that Calyx shelf, because I am almost entirely out of room in my actual game room collection. So some of my collection, I think, is going to have to come into this room, because I'm going to run out of room in the other room for games. So I think the games are going to start to spill out of my game room, because it's starting to get to so many. So yeah, there's a little behind the scenes look as to why there's a Calyx shelf behind me. Nah, good eye. I also plan on setting up a really cool background in here for you guys as well, for while I'm streaming. Auction and consignment store are great ways to fill in gaps between games. Absolutely, I couldn't agree with that more. Like those are the types of places to go to find those games that's like, oh, I forgot that existed, or oh, I haven't seen that game in a long time. Like those are great places to go to find the little hidden gems that you haven't seen in a while. I'm excited to sit down and play an RPG game with my son and a professional game master, not an amateur who doesn't know what he's doing. Me. Like at home. Hey, I'm sure you're an awesome GM. I remember my first GM experience. I sucked so bad, but I've gotten better over the years. And I've turned much more into a player than a GM, but GMing can be a lot of fun. And I have played RPG sessions at Gen Con before, and I have never not had fun. Some of my favorite RPG sessions I've ever had have been at Gen Con. Some of the best memories I've had playing RPGs at Gen Con. So I think you guys are going to have a great time. But I'm so excited for you and for your son to get to come. Seeing the Monument Hobbies booth and all the new game demos. Oh yeah, the demoing games at Gen Con is more than a staple in my opinion. Demoing games at Gen Con is it almost feels like a rite of passage. Like when you go to Gen Con, you have to demo some games. You have to see the excitement, especially day one on Thursday, because by Friday, Saturday, Sunday, over the course of the weekend, everyone's still super excited. Do not get me wrong. Everyone is still so excited to be there. But, you know, some of these booth workers, they start to get tired, right? Like they've been at this for days and days at this point. They start to get tired. But if you go and demo with someone on Thursday, now don't get me wrong, it's going to be insane. There's so many people. It's going to be a madhouse. But if you demo with someone on Thursday, the pure excitement they have in their voice, like talking about these games, it's super fun. I really, really enjoy it. So yeah, demoing games is a must. All right, guys, so this did it for the Gen Con 2025 preview on BGG. I'm so excited. Gen Con is right around the corner. What are we? How many days out are we? Somebody give me a day count. Oh, off the top of my head, 51? 51? 2, 3, 53? Somewhere give me a day count. It's like 53 days away. I'm so excited. It's gonna be super cool. So this is a Gen Con video, but for anybody who's going to be at Origins in 2 weeks, I will be there. Me and Scott both will be there for our first Gen Con. If you see either of us there, be sure to come up and say hello. I will be vlogging my Origins experience. I'm so excited for it. 58. Cool, we'll go with 58. 58 days from Gen Con. So if you guys are at Origins, be sure to come holler at me and say hello. I have so much more content coming out. What is today? Wednesday? On Friday this week, I have 8 weeks to the day. There you go, 8 weeks to the day. There we go. On Friday this week, so 2 days from now, I have my next video coming out. I'm super excited for it. Me and Scott have been doing our challenge series, and so far, Scott is undefeated in our challenge series, but we did another one. And this time, we went to BGG, actually, and we did a Guess the BGG rating challenge, where we put a bunch of games into a wheel, spun it, and then we basically said, all right, what rating is this game? And, you know, we guessed what rating it was, and we did some of that. It was really fun. That video is coming out on Friday. I hope you guys enjoy that one. I have more Gen Con content coming out at the end of this month. It's some of my content that I'm partnering with Gen Con. For those of you that don't know, I am a Gen Con content creator this year. I'm working with Gen Con together to create some content. I have one of those videos coming out at the end of this month, as well as my Origins vlogs. And then next month, I have so much planned for the month of Gen Con. July is such a big month for me on this channel because Gen Con's coming up. I will have a tips video for Gen Con. If you guys have any specific tips that you think would be great for people to know, be sure to comment them for me. I'm taking as much advice as I can from other Gen Con goers on tips for other people. If you have any questions about Gen Con that you think I could answer for you, comment on them, because I have so much more content coming out in July for Gen Con leading up to the convention. I'm super excited about it. I'm so honored and excited to be working with Gen Con as a content creator. If you guys can't tell, I'm just excited. I have so many ideas swirling in my brain of what I want to do for content, what I want to do for Gen Con, and just being excited for the convention in general. Like my heart's just like racing, just ready for things to go. I'm so excited for it. I spent a lot of my con exhibit hall looking for hidden gems. There was a guy selling homemade items like coasters. He donated a portion of the proceeds to brain cancer research in honor of his daughter. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. That's awesome. If you happen to remember the name of that booth, put it in the comments or something if you can, just so that other people can go support him as well, because that's awesome. That's fantastic that they do that. I'll see you at Origins. I'm so excited for it. It's going to be fantastic. Guys, also, one more thing for you, and I only say this just because I love you and because I love that you guys love me, and it's awesome. I launched a merch shop. Sorry, let me get here. I launched a merch shop, so if you guys want to get t-shirts or water bottles or anything like that, excuse me, ahead of the conventions, sorry, I'm getting it for you guys. There's the link to my merch shop. If anybody wants to pick up like some t-shirts or water bottles or anything like that before the conventions, anybody that finds me, if anybody wants to find me during the conventions wearing a t-shirt, has a water bottle, anything like that, I will have a little gift for you. I've got some little gifts for people that find me who are wearing my merch at any of the conventions, but come find me either way. But if anybody wants to show some love and support, pick up a t-shirt or something, there's my merch shop. I'd really appreciate it. I don't think I have anything else for you. I think what I'm going to do, just so you guys know ahead of time, Gen Con, I'll leave for Gen Con on Wednesday, okay? Chris, thank you. Yes, there's Chris's info. He works with Catalyst Games Labs. He does the Battletech tournaments. If you guys are interested, be sure to hit up Chris. Check out those tournaments right there. But just so you guys know, so Gen Con, I'll leave Wednesday morning and show up to Gen Con Wednesday afternoon. On Tuesday before Gen Con, which what would the date of that be? Because I want you guys to know it ahead of time. The date of the Tuesday before Gen Con is the 29th, right? Yes. So on the 29th, Tuesday, I'm going to do just a Gen Con Q&A. I'm going to jump on here for a live stream for 1 or 2 hours, and I'm just going to do a full-on Q&A and just talk to you guys about Gen Con before Gen Con actually starts. So be sure to mark your calendars, be here the Tuesday before Gen Con to just come holler at me, and we're going to hype ourselves up and get psyched for the convention the night before I leave. I think that's going to be a ton of fun. But guys, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, show me love. Hit up the merch shop if you want to show me some even more love there. You guys are fantastic. I've had a great time with you. I'll see you at Origins, but more importantly right now, I'll see you at Gen Con, baby. Let's go! See you, everybody. Be sure to watch the videos on Friday and every other week. Thank you guys so much. Bye!